All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday night. It is 6:30. It's time to call this to order. I would like to call the Liquor Control Commission meeting to order for December 15th, 2025. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk Brady, if you please.
Commissioner Kruger?
Present.
Commissioner Lang?
Here.
Commissioner Papantos?
Present.
Commissioner Rufato?
Here.
Commissioner Vito?
Here.
Commissioner Vogel?
Here.
Chairperson Horker?
Here. You have before you the minutes of the December 1st, 2025 meeting. I need a motion for their approval.
So moved.
Trustee Papantos, second.
Second.
I'm sorry, Commissioner Papantos, Commissioner Rufato gets the second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Kruger?
Yes.
Commissioner Lang?
Yes.
Commissioner Papantos?
Yes.
Commissioner Rufato?
Yes.
Commissioner Vito?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogel?
Yes.
Chairperson Horker?
Yes. Citizens' concerns or comments?
Not today.
All right.
Let's see, new business.
New business.
6A, consideration of a request for a Class C liquor license for Delta Kilo Inc., doing business as Red Bottle Restaurant, a proposed restaurant entertainment establishment and assembly use at 401 East Dundee Road.
Mr. Svandelis.
Thank you. As the title indicates, this is a request for a restaurant at the former location of Social Bar and Grill, 401 East Dundee Road. Essentially, this is a restaurant and an entertainment establishment. There is a request for a Class C liquor license, which is a tavern as defined by the Village Code. The reason that the request is for a Class C is because the petitioner is asking to stay open until 4 a.m. Staff is providing a negative recommendation for that for safety reasons at this location. However, have no problem with a Class A license, which is a restaurant use with a liquor license that is that allows them to stay open until 2 a.m. So the commission can hear from, of course, from the petitioner, but what staff is recommending is one of two options: a Class A license, which would allow them to stay open until 2 a.m., or the Class C license, which would allow them to stay open until 4 a.m. I recognize that could be a little confusing, but the attorney or I can walk you through some of this if you have questions. And the petitioner is here, can answer questions about the business.
You might as well come on up and introduce yourself. There's going to be people who have questions.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dmitry Khlebnikov. I'm the petitioner.
Commissioner Papantos has some questions.
Yeah. You know, in reading your or looking at your floor plan and everything else, I can't see that you're a tavern. It looks like a restaurant to me. So why do you think you're a tavern?
It's a good question. I believe that we will have some certain entertainment, and which is more as a tavern with the restaurant. So it's both in one. And we will have some live performance, trivia nights, stand-up comedy, as well as the karaoke nights. And from my understanding, that's what it was about, that I spoke with a village representative downstairs, and I've been told that I need to have a tavern license because I'm doing more entertainment than just 10 times a year, and that's what the requirement for the tavern license.
I mean, there are restaurants that have entertainment on a regular basis, but not, and it's definitely more than 10 times a year. What's your table seating capacity? How many people?
The total capacity is 210.
I mean, and do you expect to sell lunch and dinner, or just dinner?
Just a dinner, but we will have a lunch and dinner on the weekend. During the weekdays, like Monday to Friday, it will be just a dinner.
And it's a full menu?
A full menu. I actually brought one here with me. This is
That's all right.
and a drink menu as well. So we have even 2 separate menus, which is pretty big.
And just looking at it, it's a big menu. You are expecting to sell food. I mean, it's more restaurant than anything else, in my opinion, from what I'm looking at.
We definitely will operate as a full-service restaurant, but it would be in I would say, a lot of entertainment. They just a combination of 2, and I'm sure I would love to have the tavern license. I believe from what I just heard that the main concern is to have it until 4 a.m. I requested till 4 a.m. because that's what I kind of get used to. The other suburbs usually allow to work until 3 a.m. on Saturdays. I'm not planning to be open until 4 a.m. every day, just Friday and Saturday. But if that's like one of the main concerns you have, that's totally fine. We can keep until 2 a.m. It's fine, but I would love to have the C-class license as a tavern, just because we do a lot of entertainment, so I wouldn't have any, issues in the nearest future.
But the A would not prevent you from having entertainment every night, am I correct?
Yeah, the distinction between an A and a C license really isn't about entertainment. It's about hours of operation. There is nothing that the petitioner is asking for that a Class A wouldn't allow for. Typically, the tavern license is for an establishment that has limited to no food service. So that's the definition of a tavern. Plus, it has a 4 a.m., it has the opportunity for a 4 a.m. license. But everything that's being described here fits within the Class A structure.
Correct. And the other issue that the gentleman raised is that more than 10 events a year, and that is why the petitioner has sought and has been recommended to receive an entertainment special use. That allows for the more than 10
But
events.
that's
It's got
totally
nothing to
separate.
do with the liquor license.
And that's part of our
Correct, yes.
regular agenda,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
Thank
yes.
you, sorry. And what time do you plan to close your kitchen?
We will work with the same hours as liquor license. So whatever we will be able to open, we will serve food.
So you would serve food up until,
2, 3, whatever.
1 a.m., you would
Yeah.
still be serving?
If our doors are open, we serve food.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Papantos. Commissioner Lang and then Commissioner Kruger.
Thank you. So typically, people stop eating after 11 or so. Do you see yourself after that being kind of a nightclub environment with dancing, with the karaoke, with the events going on, more of a nightclub type atmosphere?
I wouldn't say so, no. Like I said, it would be a restaurant with entertainment. So mainly it will be a restaurant. It's not going to be a nightclub. Yeah, this is it.
Okay. And the reason I ask is, and I don't want, I'm trying not to compare you with what was previously there, but it started out with a really nice menu as a restaurant, and it quickly morphed into a nightclub.
I see what you're
And
saying.
so I'm kind of hoping that you say it's not going to be that you're going to be primarily a restaurant.
This is going to be a second location. That's why I brought the menus. I would love to show it to you. We have a great reviews on Google and all over online, all over the internet. We have like 4.8, 4.9 stars, depending on the source. Like on Google, we have 4.8 stars, over 1,000 reviews. We have a great food, and this is mainly a restaurant. Why we keep it open late? Because there is not much of options we have here in Wheeling and in general in Chicago area. If let's say you work till late, if you work in a hospital or even the police officers, I saw so many police officers off duty after the shifts. They go into my restaurant in Elmwood Park and just have it in dinner late night. There is not much of options, just McDonald's open, So that's why I'm looking to be open like all the way till at least 2 a.m.
Okay. Well, it's good to hear about food being primarily your business. As for liquor license, I really would feel comfortable going with the 2 AM closing at this point, and let's see how we do.
Okay, that's totally fine. I completely agree. We just had the license till 3 in the other place, and this is totally fine. We're gonna be okay with the 2 AM. That's no problem. Yeah,
We'll see how the rest of the board feels, but that's
Sure.
my opinion on it.
yeah, it's not a big deal. It's just miscommunication, I would say, because there was an option and I applied for it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Lang. Commissioner Kruger?
Thank you, Mr. President, and thanks for coming here and having your interest in Wheeling. You mentioned your other location in Elmwood Park. I checked it out online. It's pretty legitimate, location and ambiance. That location has quite a bit of gaming. I didn't see any request here for gaming. I'm just making sure that you are not interested in any gaming at this location in Wheeling.
I am not. I decided to, we were talking about it, but I decided not to apply for the gaming license, just to keep it more like upscale premium. Because, if it is a gaming, it's completely different story. I would like to keep it upscale restaurant at least, or more of a fine dining cuisine, I would say. So there is no gaming planned at all.
Very good. That was my only question. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Kruger. Any other questions or? Mr. Svandulis, you want to go over this one more time?
So what might be easiest is take a consensus of the commission as to whether you're considering a 2 AM or a 4 AM, and then from there, that will determine the motions before you.
Commissioner Rufato?
2 AM.
Commissioner Kruger?
2.
Commissioner Lang?
Same, too.
Commissioner Vito?
2.
Commissioner Papantos?
2.
Commissioner Vogel? 2. I am also with 2. So
All right,
what would the motion be?
With that in mind, the first motion would be to deny the Class C request.
Well, you could take it as an affirmative, motion to approve, and then just vote. We always do the motions in the affirmative, just
Fair enough.
easier, yes. Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, let's just do a motion to approve the initial request, which is for a Class C license. If we can get that motion on the table and voted on, and then from there, we'll move to a motion to approve a Class A license. So let's take the
We're
Class C
interested in a Class A.
Right, so you're going to deny the Class C.
based on the
just so
consensus.
May I just ask
Go
a
ahead.
question? Sure, I'm sorry. So
No,
there is two options from my understanding. There is a Class A and Class C, but no late closing for the C class. So why would we switch to the Class A if I have requested Class C?
I think the commission views you as a tavern,
Oh, okay.
and they view you as a full-blown restaurant, which you have described. I was at the Plan Commission meeting, and you described your restaurant in great detail. You've again talked about your extensive menu, that really a Class C license does not fit that type of an establishment. A Class A license is the more appropriate license.
Well, I will be allowed to do entertainment and karaoke and
Yeah,
everything.
that comes through the other special uses that will be on the village board. agenda.
Understood.
Yes.
Okay, then
correct.
we should be fine.
Yeah, it will not affect it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll be looking for a motion for a Class C liquor license for the proposed Red Bottle Restaurant that
So
would
moved.
allow him to be open until 4 in the morning.
No, it's just a Class C. We won't get to the 4 in the
Class,
morning.
okay, so Class C. Need a motion?
Second?
I'll
She
second.
was first.
Oh, okay. Commissioner
Great.
Papantos makes a motion. Commissioner Lang makes a second.
Okay. Commissioner Kruger?
No.
Commissioner Lang?
No.
Commissioner Papantos?
No.
Commissioner Rufato?
No.
Commissioner Vito?
No.
Commissioner Vogel?
No.
Chairperson Horker?
No.
right.
Mr. Svandulis?
Then I would ask for a motion to approve a Class A license with the following 4 conditions. Passage of an ordinance by the Board of Trustees authorizing the creation of a new liquor license of the approved class, submittal of Bassett certificates for all appropriate individuals, payment of all associated liquor license fees, and finally, satisfactory background check results.
Motion?
I'll second the motion.
Oh, I didn't
Okay.
hear.
Rufato?
Commissioner Rufato, second Commissioner Lang. Roll
Commissioner
call.
Kruger?
Yes.
Commissioner Lang?
Yes.
Commissioner Papantos?
Yes.
Commissioner Rufato?
Yes.
Commissioner Vito?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogel?
Yes.
Chairperson Horker?
Yes.
And just for the record, Mr. President,
Yeah.
the request for a Class CLC license is now moot because the Class C has been denied. So there's no need to vote on that.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
That's it for liquor.
That's it, yes, that concludes the business for the Liquor Control Commission for the evening. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Commissioner Kruger, second.
Second?
Commissioner Papantos, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Liquor Control Commission for the evening is adjourned. I would like to call to order the regular meeting of the Village Board for December 15th. Clerk Brady, if you please.
Trustee Kruger,
Present.
trustee Lang,
Here.
trustee Papantos,
Present.
trustee Rufato,
Here.
trustee Vito,
Here.
trustee Vogel,
Here.
President Horker.
Here. You have before you the minutes of the regular meeting for December 1st, 2025. I need a motion for their approval.
So moved.
Trustee Kruger, second.
Second.
Trustee Lang, roll call.
Trustee Kruger,
Yes.
trustee Lang,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Vogel,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes, any changes?
There are no changes this evening.
Appointments, confirmations, Board of Fire and Police Commissioners. Mr. Svandelis, what do we do with this?
You need a motion to approve an appointment.
I need a motion to approve David Schlaak to be appointed to the Board of Fire and Police Commission.
So moved.
Second?
Motion trustee Kruger, second trustee Papantos. Roll call, please.
Trustee Kruger,
Yes.
trustee Lang,
Yes.
trustee Papantos,
Yes.
trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Vogel, President Horker.
Yes, the oath of office for Commissioner Schlaak will take place after the January 1st, 2026, when his term officially begins. So, thank you, thank you. Clerk Brady, citizens' concerns and comments? I
And
saw-
congratulations.
We have one.
Sorry, yes, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Mr. Schlaak. Sorry.
Okay. Citizens' concern and comment. Members of the public may address the board with comments regarding issues relevant to village business. No citizen shall speak for more than 5 minutes without consent of the board. Members of the general public who wish to address the board must sign the request to speak form prior to the commencement of the public meeting. We have Jennifer Abonce Alcantar.
Good evening.
Good evening, thank you. All right, so I'm here again on the topic of immigration enforcement activities here in Wheeling. I've been here for the last 5 meetings, so I'm just going to reintroduce myself. I've lived here for 17 years. I'm a mom of, students in the Wheeling schools. My husband was raised here in Wheeling, and we have a lot of family throughout Wheeling and neighboring cities. Over the past 2 weeks, our community in Wheeling has experienced at least 5 deeply troubling ICE-related kidnappings of Wheeling residents that have shaken residents and disrupted families. These incidents have created fear and instability for hardworking neighbors who contribute daily to our local economy and schools. In one particularly alarming case, a man who was taken had proper documentation, yet officials claimed he failed to change his address from Wisconsin to Illinois. This claim is untrue, as he has been consistently receiving official communications at his Wheeling address. And while his lawyer fights his case, he was transferred to El Paso, Texas. Today, we received a call from him of the horrid conditions he is experiencing. No access to food or water on a daily basis. He called it an overstuffed ice box. Situations like this raise serious concerns about due process, accountability, and the accuracy of the information being used to justify these actions. Regardless of one's views on immigration policy, the use of tactics that appear unfair, deceptive, or unlawful should be the concern of every resident who values basic rights and community trust. Now, as a result of these actions, neighbors are stepping up for one another in a very real and immediate ways, providing rides to work, to school, helping families pick up groceries, Christmas gifts for their kids, and other necessities that ensure that daily life can continue for those suddenly left without transportation or support. It is critically important that we remain aware of how aggressive and questionable immigration enforcement practices have been in Illinois, including wheeling, and acknowledge that these actions are widely expected to increase in the coming weeks. Also, the drones are back. Now, I would typically stay the entire meeting like I have been for the last 5, but I'm going on a grocery run for a family of 6 who had their father taken on Wednesday, December 10th, while he was driving from his home right here in Wheeling on Dundee Road to his job on Hintz Road. Very short drive. But I'll end with this. Fear thrives in isolation, but strength is built through unity, which we've seen over the last few weeks in this community. It is easy to look away when you feel like it does not directly impact or affect you. But these are fellow Wheeling residents. So as a community, we must continue to rally together, look out for one another, share resources, look out for one another, stand firm in protecting the dignity, safety, and well-being of our neighbors during this difficult time. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Consent? Oh, yeah, no more.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Now a consent agenda, or staff reports? Do we have?
There are no staff reports. The immigration situation is really complex but unacceptable the way that it's being handled, and that's really all I'm going to say on that. Clerk Brady, consent agenda.
Consent agenda. All items listed on the consent agenda are considered to be routine by the village board and will be enacted by one motion. There'll be no separate discussion of these items unless a board member or citizen shall request, in which event the items will be removed from the general order of business and considered after all other agenda items. 11A, resolution approving a proposal for liability insurance coverage for Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Service, Inc., and insurance consulting services for Nugent Consulting, LLC. 11B, resolution approving a 3-year contract with Gravity in the amount not to exceed $90,489 for budgeting software and implementation services. 11C, resolution authorizing the payment in full for the lease purchase agreement made with the Regional Emergency Dispatch, RED, Center on February 16, 2022 for an APCO P25 VHF digital radio simulcast system at the cost not to exceed $54,744.33. 11D, resolution renewing the Village of Wheeling's annual subscription to the Northwest Central Dispatch Systems Joint Emergency Management Systems, GEMS, J-E-M-S, in the amount of $33,857.58 for fiscal year 2026. 11E, resolution approving the Village of Wheeling's annual membership to the Northwest Central Dispatch System in the amount of $198,819.87 for fiscal year 2026. 11F, resolution approving the second 1-year renewal contract with Alpha Maintenance and Services, Inc. for fire hydrant sandblasting and painting services in the amount not to exceed $35,000 for fiscal year 2026. 11G, resolution approving the capital improvement plan for the 5-year period of fiscal year 2026 through 2030. 11H, resolution for improvement under the Illinois Highway Code, Section 25-00000, 2022-00-GM 2026 Motor Fuel Tax General Maintenance Program Appropriation. 11I, resolution approving WEX fuel cards for fueling village vehicles and equipment in the amount not to exceed $365,000. 11J, resolution accepting and approving a contract with Earthworks Land Improvement and Development Corp. For the Wheeling Drainage Ditch Stabilization Project in the amount not to exceed $2,098,209. 11K, resolution approving a proposal from Hampton, Lenzini, and Renwick, Inc. to provide construction engineering inspections for the Wheeling Drainage Ditch
Stabilization.
Thank you, stabilization program in an amount not to exceed $281,640. 11L, resolution approving an increase in the village manager's compensation. 11M, resolution authorizing the execution of a 5-year professional service agreement with Caseworthy, Inc. for social service case management system services in the amount of $93,831. 11N, resolution waiving competitive bidding requirements and authorizing the purchase of 55 Axon Incorporated Taser energy devices, Taser 10 model, at a cost not to exceed $284,168.
78.
Or $78, thank you. Distributed over a 5-year period. That's it.
Thank you. Any questions? If there are none, I would be looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Motion, trustee Vogel, second, trustee Papantos. Roll call, please.
Trustee Krueger,
Yes.
trustee Lang,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Vogel,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes, thank you. 13A.
Indian Trails Public Library, One Book, One Community Program. Indian Trails Public Library Executive Director Brian Shepard will give a presentation.
What do we got, Mr. Spondilis?
Thank you. Before you tonight is Executive Director Brian Shepard from the library, who is coming before us. We haven't seen him in a while, so he's here just to talk about the library and in particular, a new program. So, Mr. Shepard.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for having me here tonight and for giving me a few moments to speak to you. So, as John said, I am the Executive Director of the Indian Trails Public Library District, and I'm sure that most of you know, but Indian Trails serves approximately 65,000 residents across Wheeling, Buffalo Grove, and Prospect Heights, with most of the Wheeling, village of Wheeling being served by our library district. Excuse me. Before I focus on the main reason why I'm here this evening, I want to take a moment to share a few of the exciting things that are happening at your library. Over the past year, we have continued to expand our services and connect with our community through our programs, services, and outreach efforts. Earlier this year, we partnered with Community Consolidated School District 21 to host Family Literacy Nights at the library, bringing almost 1,400 individuals from families across 6 different schools of District 21 for an evening of story times led by teachers, literacy activities, and a book giveaway. We gave away nearly 600 books thanks to the generosity of the Rotary Club of Wheeling, Rotary Club of Buffalo Grove, and the Wintrust Bank and Trust. Building on that project, we partnered again with the school district at the beginning of our school year to allow parents to sign up children for library cards through the schools. Through this initiative, we issued just under 1,200 library cards were distributed just a few weeks ago, just in time for kids to use those library cards before the holidays. The library, of course, has a makerspace, which includes things like sewing machines, 3D printers, a laser engraver, and sound studio. And it continues to be heavily used from people in our community as they explore the creative side, learning new skills, and expressing their passions to create. For the past 3 summers, the library has hosted a Maker in Residence program in our launch pad. In this program, which is sponsored by our foundation of the Indian Trails Public Library District, makers teach their craft to the community and in the process create some form of art to be displayed at the library. In the 3 years of this program, we've selected a local sculptor, an animator, and a quilter. And if you're interested in seeing what the results of those programs are, you can stop by the library and see them on the second floor. For adult readers, we offer programs like Rise to the Challenge, our year-round adult reading program, which is finishing up its 5th year. Over 600 members have participated with a little over 8,000 books read annually. This past November, we added our first reading fair to promote all of our reading services and bring members of all ages together who love reading for a day of just quiet reading in our main meeting space. And it was a nice cold winter day, so it was a perfect day for hot chocolate and a great book. We offer a wide range of supportive services for our adult members in need. From mailing library materials to homebound members to adding the ability for members living in residential facilities here in Wheeling to schedule technology one-on-one appointments with staff at their location. We continue to partner with You, the Village, to offer monthly social work appointments at the library. Our resume review appointments increased in demand, and we were able to add a half-time reviewer to expand appointment time slots and increase evening time slots. In February, our free tax printing form service returns, which will have almost 4,000 items printed out on an annual basis. As you can see, Indian Trails is a place where people go to connect with our community, embrace culture, and ignite their curiosity. We are always working to find ways to deepen our reach within the community, which brings me specifically to why I'm here this evening. Just over 10 years ago, Indian Trails was selected to host a Big Read program, which is a community-wide reading program sponsored by the National Endowment of the Arts. The first selection was the title Into the Beautiful North by Luis Alberto Urrea, a book that deals with issues of family, culture, and identity. These universal themes are explored within the context of Latino migration to the United States. The program was highly successful as we saw great participation across the various demographics of our community, with some sharing that it was the first novel they had ever read in their life, cover to cover. Building on that initial success, we partnered with 2 other area libraries, the Vernon Area Library and the Cook Memorial Library, to create an annual One Book, One Community program. The expanded program reaches many more communities spanning from Libertyville to the north to Prospect Heights in the south, and many other communities in between, including, of course, Wheeling. The focus is still the same as the initial Big Read program, which is to encourage all members of our community to read and discuss the same book. Now in our 10th year, we have explored a variety of topics that run the gambit, including on race, gender, culture, art, Greek mythology, class systems, music, all set in a variety of places and time period in the United States and around the world. From World War II to 1893 and 1909 World Fairs, the 80s, the 90s, September 11th, and more. Our goal is to increase our collective understanding of our community and the world around us. To date, we have had over 10,000 people interact with the various One Book, One Community programs, and we hope to continue to see many more in the years to come. I am excited tonight to share that the selection of this year's program is Hello Beautiful by best-selling author Nan Napolitano, a book set in the Chicagoland area and addresses topics such as family, love, loss, mental health, identity, and resilience. Inspired by Little Women, the story focuses on the 4 close Padavano sisters in Chicago and William Waters, a troubled young man who joins their loving, chaotic family. Their intertwined lives are tested by tragedy and secrets over several decades, ultimately examining whether their bonds can be mended. Our supporting programs this year include a local art historian, book discussions, and conversation about men's mental health with counselors from NAMI, Illinois. You can also pick up a tiny art show kit from our launch pad and draw a self-portrait, which will be on display at the library in January up until the One Book, One Community event. So I'm joined by one of my colleagues here tonight because I come bearing gifts. And that gift is we are wanting to give all of you as village trustees and leaders of our community a copy of the book and invite you to attend any of our programs or events at the Indian Trails Public Library District. I also invite you to join us at the author event taking place at Stevenson High School on Sunday, March 1st from 1 o'clock to 2:30 p.m. The books we are sharing are yours to read and, of course, share with your neighbors and with others. It is a great way to open up opportunities to embrace culture, connect with our community, and ignite the curiosity of all those around us. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you at the library and at the author event on March 1st.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Well, thank you. It's just there.
Thank you very much.
How you been?
Thank you.
Okay. 13B and C, we're going to be read these together. Clerk Brady?
13B, ordinance granting special use approval to permit the operation of an entertainment establishment for Delta Kilo Inc., 401 East Dundee Road, docket number PSU 25-0015. 13C, ordinance granting special use approval to permit the operation of an assembly use for Delta Kilo Inc., 401 East Dundee Road, docket number PSU 25-0026.
Mr. Klebnikov, you might as well come back up here. Tell us a little bit about your restaurant if you want to. Are there any questions about this? Yeah, Ross, do your thing.
Yes, as we heard earlier in the Liquor Commission hearing, this is a request for Red Bottle Restaurant, which will be operating as an entertainment and banquet facility. So with that, it does need the two special uses. The Plan Commission did hear both of these requests at their December 3rd, 2025 Plan Commission meeting and recommended unanimously for approval of both of them with some conditions. On the one for the entertainment establishment, which is PSU 25-0015, they had 6 conditions, and those are that 1, special use approval is contingent upon the approval of docket number PSU 25-0026 for the operation of an assembly hall / banquet facility. 2, the hours of operation shall be established per the liquor license obtained from the Village Liquor Control Commission. 3, all entertainment activities including but not limited to music performances, karaoke, trivia, comedy, or similar events shall be conducted entirely inside the tenant space. 4, no entertainment activities of any kind shall be permitted outdoors unless separately approved by the village through a revised special use approval. 5, amplified sound shall be maintained at a level that does not create a nuisance to adjacent tenants or exceed thresholds established in Chapter 8.24 of the Village Code. And 6, exterior doors shall remain closed during entertainment events except for normal ingress and egress to prevent noise spillover. They also, as I said, recommended approval of the assembly hall or banquet facility request, and with that, they did place 5 conditions on it, and they are: 1, a special use approval is contingent upon the approval of docket PSU 25-0015 for the operation of an entertainment establishment. 2, the hours of operation shall be established by the liquor license obtained by the Village Liquor Control Commission. 3, all events, gathering, and activities shall be conducted entirely inside the tenant space. 4, a minimum of 1 employee shall be present at all time during events. And 5, outdoor storage of equipment, food, service materials, or refuse is prohibited. With those conditions, as I stated, the Plan Commission recommended unanimously for approval of both of these items.
Thank you, Mr. Clicker. Trustee Raffato.
Thank you. Good evening, sir. Good evening. In your restaurant in Elmwood Park is Blue Fire. I'm sorry, Red Bottle, but in the Plan Commission meeting, you mentioned Blue Fire, which is adjoining. They're the same building. But you also say that this restaurant's going to be Italian cuisine, whereas the Red Bottle in Elmwood Park is Eastern European, is,
Yeah, it's a little confusing. So it was a little bit of, marketing purposes. First, it was an old Italian restaurant before I stepped in as the manager of this restaurant. So we did the remodeling, complete rehab of the restaurant. It was, we built the bar. And I wanted to advertise as the bar separately because we wasn't ready to change the menu completely and redone the whole kitchen and everything. But I wanted to show everybody that we have a bar finally, good sized bar because it was very tiny in the main room. So I decided to advertise as a Red Bottle bar, and then we finally get a good Italian menu for the Blue Fire and changed finally the original name from Trattoria Papino to Blue Fire Restaurant. But since we already had customers for the Red Bottle, we decided just to keep two names over there. So it's a Red Bottle as a bar on the side, and the other side of the restaurant is the Blue Fire Restaurant.
the restaurants in Elmwood Park, are they separate menus?
No, it's all the same.
All the same? So
Yeah.
Red Bottle is the bar,
It's a bar,
and
yeah.
Blue Fire is the restaurant?
It's more for marketing purposes, somebody looking for the bar instead of the restaurant because it's two separate wings, two rooms kind of. When you entrance in the main entrance, on the left it would be separate room as a bar, and on the right side it has like a fireplace room, which is like a sit-down restaurant. And some people really like just to be, to stay or sit by the bar and just have a drinks, so they're searching for the bar separately, and somebody wanted to just dine in, and that's why it's just more of a marketing service. Marketing purposes.
Okay.
That's why it's two, but it's under the same roof with the same menu, and we will keep the same menu.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, you're welcome.
Thank you, Trustee Rufato. Trustee Papantos?
Thank you. First, I just want to clarify something. Director Clicker, our code does not limit the amount of entertainment someone can have, am I correct?
If you are an entertainment venue with a special use, it does not limit that. If you don't have the entertainment special use, then yes, you are limited to 10 events per year.
Okay, but this would
This would
solve
allow
that
them to-
problem.
yes.
I just want to clarify that with you. Going on that light, you're going to have karaoke nights, trivia events, and occasional stand-up comedy. But that's what your project letter says. How often, 5 times a week, 3 times a week, or do you have an expectation of how often you'd be having these events?
Yeah, the karaoke is Friday and Saturday nights.
So that's every
evenings.
Friday, that's every weekend?
Every Friday and Saturday, yeah,
Okay.
the karaoke, but it is after 10 p.m., so we will operate from 5 p.m. as a regular restaurant. On Saturday, Sunday, it would be breakfast starting at 9, then lunch, and then dinner. But after 10 p.m., we will switch it for more more entertainment. Like a karaoke, sometimes it would be, like I said, the trivia nights. Trivia nights will probably be on weekdays, Wednesday, Thursday. It depends on the situation, but yeah, it's not gonna be every day something going on over there. But
And stand-up comedy?
a stand-up comedy, same thing. Probably it's going to be like a Friday evening, starting 9 p.m. or so. It's about 2 hours, from
So-
9 to 11.
3 to 4 times a week, theoretically?
Oh, no. Just usually Friday, Saturday. Probably just a trivia night once in a while, every other week on Wednesday. But it's just two evenings per week, the most.
And do you expect to have a band or musical entertainment?
Actually, right now we do have live music in Elmwood Park. It's some kids from school. It's a friend of mine. He's the father of one of them, and they play live jazz on the patio in Elmwood Park. So I'm thinking to bring that as well for Saturday nights, evenings from 6 to 9 or so. That's what we're running right now, almost every Saturday.
So more background music for the
Background
diners?
music, yeah, right now they playing live jazz, jazz music and Christmas music,
Dance floor?
Dance floor, we not sure about dance floor. I don't think we're gonna have a dance floor. We have the small room on the right side of the restaurant, so it's gonna be for the events. That's why we ask for the assembly license. So it depends on the event.
And banquets, how often do you think, based on your marketing, that you would be having banquets?
It's a different location, so it's hard for me to, project. But usually we do have a lot of reservations for the Saturday and Fridays. It depends on how big it is. If it's gonna be over like 20 people reservation, somebody celebrate like a bigger birthday, bigger, day, then we will move them to the small room where we're planning to do the banquet. Yeah.
So you wouldn't, if you're having a banquet, you would not close the other half of the restaurant. You would still be having the restaurant operating as a regular restaurant venue.
That's right, yeah. It's gonna be sitting all the time. No matter what the event it is, you always can come in and sit down and dine in.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Papantos. Any other questions, comments? My concern with what was being proposed was, the initial description of it was kind of a nightclub, and I was just concerned about noise.
I understand what you're asking.
Soft jazz doesn't really strike me as noisy.
So just not.
Never
not
heard
at all.
any aggressive soft jazz. You?
I don't think it's gonna be any noise issues since it is a commercial plaza, and as you
My
can see,
concern was the apartments that are going in across the street from you.
it's quite far. And as
Yeah.
we heard that we must to have all the entertainment inside,
Yes,
behind the closed doors.
and the
So,
sound inside.
yeah, it's gonna be fine. I promise.
Okay.
I'll
It's
keep
okay,
it
you have a
quiet.
special use that means it has to be fine. If there are any other questions, if there are no other questions, be looking for a motion to, we'll do these one at a time. Approve the special use to permit the operation of an entertainment establishment for Delta Kilo at 401 East Dundee.
So moved.
Motion trustee Rafato, second.
Second?
Trustee Kruger, roll call, please.
Trustee Kruger,
Yes.
trustee Lang,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Rafato,
Yes.
trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Vogel, president Horker.
Yes, now I'd be looking for a motion to approve a special use to permit the operation of an assembly use for Delta Kilo Inc. at 401 East Dundee Road.
So moved.
Trustee Vogel, second trustee Papantos. Roll call, please.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Rafato,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Lang,
Yes.
trustee Kruger.
Yes.
I'm a yes, too.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
13D. Ordinance granting special use approval to permit the operation of a recreation and instruction facility, Otaman Supreme Company at 638 Wheeling Road, docket number PSU 25-0025.
Mr. Clicker.
Yes, as Clerk Brady said, this is a special use to approve a operation of a recreational instruction facility for an indoor boxing and fitness training facility at 638 Wheeling Road. This was also heard at the December 3rd Plan Commission meeting and did receive an affirmative vote of 6. So a unanimous recommendation with 4 conditions, and those conditions were that 1, a minimum of 1 employee shall be on site at all times during the facility's hours of operations. 2, the facility shall be used exclusively for boxing and fitness training and classes. No unrelated activities, parties, or events shall be permitted. 3, all activities shall be conducted entirely within the indoor facility. And 4, a wheeling sign permit shall be required prior to the installation of any exterior signage at the subject property, subject to the requirements of Title 21 signs. As I said, with those conditions, the Plan Commission unanimously recommended approval.
Thank you, Mr. Clicker. You must be Yulia.
Yes.
Good evening. to
Not
all.
even going to try your last name.
Mikhailuk.
Sure.
It's kind of hard. Good evening, members of the commission and all the guests. My name is Yulia Mikhailuk, and I'm representative of Otaman Boxing Club. We are opening a community-focused boxing and a fitness club, which will offer boxing, box fit for a woman or girls, also the kickboxing and MMA condition. Our goal is to create like a safe, controlled, family-friendly community for adults and kids, and a kid's age start from the 8 years old. We also want to be responsible, community-oriented business to bring such a value also for the village of Wheeling. And our hours of operation will be reasonable. Mostly that will be evening and weekends, and that's not gonna be like late night activity. And our classes will be small size as we are focused on not on a quantity, but on a quality. The main goal for our boxing club is just to find a new champion, to build a new champion who's gonna represent, first of all, our club, then city of the village, and also, the village of the Wheeling. And I hope that's gonna be the champion, first of all, maybe in Illinois, then United States, and so over, and hopefully this will be some new guy, We have trainers who are all like licensed. They very professional guys. They not only like passed the test, for the theory. They all have very long boxing history from their school years, and some of them have a international master of the sports of the boxing, so they really know what they are doing and how to do this. As we are just starting, that's the first location, but I hope not the end of this, we know what we are doing because our trainers, they used to work in the United States and provide their trainers system and everything. So some of them already have some guys who was the winner of some national competitions. Also, we are very mindful about the noise, so we don't allow loud music inside, and also we don't have like heavy weights dropping, so it's not bother people around. About the safety, we are having security cameras, we have waivers, liability waivers. Also, we have strict rules, and every trainings will be watched strictly during the whole time by our trainers. And about the parking, we also have more than enough spaces. As I mentioned before, we don't have like a very large group of classes, and I'm pretty sure we will not have any conflicts with any other neighbors, because we will not bother them. Mostly the businesses located there are daytime, and we will have like a later evening trainers. And also, I hope that our club will be a positive addition to the community as we focus on the discipline, fitness, and healthy lifestyle to everyone in village of the Wheeling. And we fully comply with all village requirements, codes, and recommendation. And we are respectfully ask you to give us approval for special use. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, ma'am. Trustee Papantos, you had a question?
Thank you. So when you're training children, you said from 8 and up, do parents or guardians typically stay and watch the training? Or,
Yes.
do you have
Yes,
the space for that?
Yeah, actually, we have like the first entrance room, which is where we put the coaches, and also we're gonna have a camera. So from the main room where is the ring and all those equipment state, right? We're gonna have a camera so the parents can come, sit, and watch what their kids are doing. So it will be like, the Wi-Fi camera, and you can watch how the trainer's working. Maybe they have some like, more specific things to talk about, and they want to see how it's going, So that will be like a very big plus for them, even to see if they're, because, you never know if your kid is kind of, can do this or cannot, you can watch that from the cameras.
And is the training one-on-one with the children, or is it group?
It's actually, we have a couple options. So we have a personal trainer, so it's one-on-one, and also we have a group session. So that's going to be 1 or 2 trainers for a group.
How many in a group?
It's going to be the first group that's for the kids from 8 years old till 14 years old, but depends. As of right now, we are starting, so I cannot say that we are dividing the groups like for couple.
But would you have a limit of the number of students in the group?
Oh, yes, we are not expecting more than 12 people. Because honestly, we are, as I mentioned before, we are looking for a quality, not for a quantity, So we would like to represent the service of the trainers, so everyone will understand what to do, and it will be controlled by them, So it's not that anyone doing what they want to do, and no one is watching that.
And then, as they progress through their training, do you expect to have competitions?
Actually, we are not allowing to have competition because for that we need like special another license. We already learned about that, and we are not actually in the future. Maybe if the business will go well, we will come to you guys again and ask for a new business license and we will ask you how it's working with the city, village of the Wheeling. But as of right now, it's just trainers and nothing like that.
And then you have a fitness program too. What type of training is that?
It's actually box fitness. It's like a regular fitness, CrossFit, like how that's work, but with some box elements, for the women, and that's kind of like a cardio. So it will be more convenient that, we can have a women group as well.
If you're in good shape. Do you box?
I actually used to do fitness a long time, but right now I have 3 kids. The last one is 2 months old, so that's why.
You had a baby 2 months ago?
Yes.
Okay. The fitness pays off. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Trustee Kruger.
Yes, thank you for your interest in Wheeling. I'm just looking at the floor plan and notice that it's a very narrow area that's only 24 feet, 9.5 inches wide.
Yes.
How many people do you think at capacity would be in there at a time?
To be honest, I don't think that it will be like more than 20 people like at the same time, but also that's why we are trying to do like a group session, and we are trying to group people by the age also, and by the professionalism, because we have like some of the people who is joining us who has like a very good knowledge of boxing, and we cannot put like the person who first time came to the boxing club with some professionals. That's kind of, it's impossible. So in that case, we are trying to, right now, as we just opening, so we are trying to see how many people will join us, and then we can do a more specific group. As of right now, we have a group, like a kid group, which is starting at 6 p.m. and ending at 7:30 p.m. The full why it's like 1.5 hours, I will explain you, because 30-40 minutes you need just for a warm up, for just do some stretching, some warming up, because we are always thinking about the muscles of the people, not just about the time of our work. And then we can have another like 30-40 minutes of the full class with the instruction about them. So the kids starting at 6 and ending at 7:30 p.m. Then we have a couple minutes, and adults will come in at 7:30 and ending at 9. And if we have a personal trainer, so we are trying to do it during the day. The trainers and the people who want to have a personal training, they are agreeing for the time, which is working for both of them.
Appointment only, probably?
Yes.
And the entrance is at the boxing ring end or at the office end?
No, it's when you are entering, you have like just let's say just a check-in area, right?
Okay.
So you have like a table there, couches, and after that you can go to the changing room, which is one for a woman, one
Okay,
for a
so
man,
down at the-
and then you are entering to the place where the boxing will present.
Very good. Those are my only questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Kruger. Any other questions? If there are no other questions, I'd be looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Trustee Papantos, second.
Second.
Trustee Lang, roll call, please.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Rufato?
Yes.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes, good luck, ma'am.
Thank you so much and welcome. We are waiting for all of you as well. Thank you.
13E, ordinance granting special use approval to permit the operation of a recreation and instruction facility, One More Game Pickle and Badminton Club LLC at 851 Seton Court, docket number PSU 25-0019.
Pickleball, Mr. Clicker.
Yes, as Clerk Brady said, this is One More Game Pickleball and Badminton Club, or OMGPBB. There will be at 951 Seton Court. This was also heard at the December 3rd Plan Commission meeting and did receive a unanimous recommendation for approval also with 9 conditions. Those conditions were a Wheeling business license application must be submitted to the Community Development Department prior to any village board action on the special use. That has been taken care of. 2, a minimum of 1 employee shall be on site at all times during the facility's hours of operation. The facility shall be used exclusively for pickleball and badminton training. No unrelated activities, parties, events, or tournaments shall be permitted. 4, all employees and customers shall utilize only the designated parking area shown on the site plan prepared by E4L Engineering LLC dated 10/6/2025. 5, all activities shall be conducted entirely within the indoor facility. 6, the striping for all parking spaces and pavement markings shall be installed in full compliance with the dimensions and layout shown on the site plan prepared by E4L Engineering LLC dated 10/6/2025. Because the striping previously completed does not match the approved plan, all non-compliant stalls and markings shall be corrected and restriped accordingly by May 1st, 2026. 7, no outdoor storage of equipment, materials, or refuse shall be permitted. All equipment and materials associated with the operation shall be stored indoors at all time. 8, all refuse and recycling shall be stored within the designated indoor refuse area as shown on the floor plan prepared by E4L Engineering LLC dated 9/20/2025. And 9, a wheeling sign permit shall be required prior to the installation of any exterior signage at the subject property, subject to the requirements of Title 21 signs. As I stated, with those conditions, the Plan Commission did unanimously recommend approval.
Thank you, Mr. Clicker. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Peter Sidorchuk, and as mentioned, I am the owner of One More Game Pickleball and Badminton Club, and we are planning on opening up an indoor facility in Wheeling, 851 Seton Courts. It will be 3 indoor courts, and we will have reserve courts, open play, leagues, and coaching available from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. I think that pretty much summarized everything. I will answer any questions. No questions? Okay.
Trustee Kruger.
Did you mean me or Trustee
I meant Trustee
Kruger?
Papantos, sorry.
Okay. Well, she may have questions too, but
Confused.
I'm here all day, so.
we can confuse a lot of people. I just want to check, when you talk in your marketing plan, which is very extensive, thank you, you say you can have leagues and up to 20 players in each league.
Yeah, we have to 12 players, actually.
Okay, because it does say 20 here.
We had 4 courts previously, so that's why it was more, but it's actually just going to be 12. It's gonna be
That was
however
my
many
next
courts-
question.
How many players are going to be filled the 3 courts? So 3 times 4 is 12.
Okay, and that's where I was coming from with parking. If you had
Yep,
20,
we've had that conversation
that would be-
extensively. Yes, it would just be the 12 players for the 3 courts.
and in your marketing plan, you also talk about tournaments and plan on running regular
Those
tournaments.
were scratched from last meeting as mentioned by one of the stipulations, so that is, the marketing plan has gone through many, many places, many, many times, so that might be one of the outdated ones, but yes, no tournaments.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you understand that that is a stipulation, and right now, the parking is tight there, so
We're aware.
it's pretty contingent that you kind of have to follow some of these guidelines.
Correct. Yep. Yeah, we will make sure there's no overflow and we're not parking anybody else's properties and everything. We'll have somebody out at the pub, as the stipulation says, one of the employees will be there at all times, we'll make sure that when we sneak a peek on the parking lot, make sure nobody's parked in the wrong places or whatever. If it is, then we'll make sure we direct them to move the cars appropriately.
Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Papantos. No other questions? This might be a silly, so you have, level of players 3.0 to 5.0, but there's no mention of 1.0 and 2.0, is that?
I mean, are you asking for your?
I would be like a 0.5.
We'll make an exception. No, of course, any level players, beginners as well. So any one of you guys are more than welcome to come over and try it out. It's a great game, anybody can play, so.
Okay. If there are no other questions, I'd be looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Motion, trustee Rufato, second, trustee Vogel, roll call, please.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Lang.
Yes.
Trustee Kruger,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes, good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening, guys.
Number F.
Oh, yeah. Concept review for Āhāra Restaurant at 550 South Milwaukee Avenue, major site plan.
Mr. Svandilis, this is a concept review. What do we got?
It is, thank you. The village created a concept review several years ago to give the board an opportunity to see projects before they come for official consideration. So this is a process that really is meant for you to be able to flesh out some of your ideas with the village. It is a formal process, and I read the same thing before each one. The current request is for a non-binding approval of the proposed major site plan. The feedback by the board will be used by the development team as a guide in the preparation of the formal concept plan. The outcome of this evening shall not constitute a formal approval or denial. The decision by the board tonight is non-binding and shall not prevent the applicant from moving forward with a formal application. So the way this goes is we'll give, you guys can present the project first. We'll follow it up with staff comments and then any questions from the board. At the end of the presentation and before a consensus vote, the board will be asked the following question. Is the board in favor of the major site plan for 550 South Milwaukee Avenue? With that, I would turn it over to you for a presentation of the restaurant.
Thank you very much. My name is Jeremy Wilmot, Managing Principal for DXU Architects out of Chicago, Illinois. I'm the representative for Arun Sharma.
I'm the guy who has this vision for this property to bring to life a fine dining with more organic based and small plates. A restaurant that will start from the breakfast all the way to brunch to the dinner. So, this just the thought process as of right now. We're still working through the plans for what kind of menus, what all going to be there. We have a chef that's actually coming from India on 28th of this month, who's a celebrity chef, very well-known chef that we engaged for this project coming down the pipeline. We just want to come to show you guys this is what our vision is at this point in time. See how do you guys like that. And Jeremy and his team has put together a concept for the building as of this time for you guys to see how this will look like on the Wheeling Road in Wheeling in Milwaukee. I'm sorry, I'm a little kind of in front of the board, kind of standing with these gentlemen, distinguished folks, kind of a little nervous.
No worries.
Generally, when we come before you, we do highlight some of the concerns that we might have with the development, considering that, one, this was an existing restaurant site that was very well operated and very well received in the community, and the fantastic plan that Arun and his team have been putting together. Quite honestly, we don't have really any staff concerns with this proposal.
We did provide the village with a set of design documents that primarily address just the exterior of the existing Tuscany building, which is presented right here, right now. So as you can see, the existing building has, it's basically the exterior is built with CMU block faced with EFIS exterior insulation finishing system is what that stands for. And it's kind of a Spanish motif, right? Our goal is to transform this building from what it looks like today into these new designs. Basically, we are going to maintain the EFIS exterior finish. As you can see there, if you go one more, yeah, there you go. So this is actually looking southwest at the building from Milwaukee Avenue. The existing entrance faces the northwest. We would be recladding or repainting and fixing up the exterior portions that have been damaged, deteriorated with a similar system that's existing now and just changing the color to a darker color. We will not be adding any indoor additions to the building. The additions that you see here are for covered patio dining on the exterior. We're also planning on a trellised or a balcony seating area on the east and south sides of the building, and a pergola on the east face of the building as well for more exterior seating. Some of the styles that you see here, we have these fire bowls near the entrance. We want layered planters and planter boxes to surround the exterior patio areas, some limestone water features, and, you know, exterior lightings that accentuate the remodeling or revisions that we've made to the site plan. If you want to move forward, Mr. Oh, I don't know who's controlling. All right, thank you. So as we progress through these, they're just more visions of the proposed design from different angles as we move around the building. You can see we also have some wood accents for the pergola area, the covered entry, and another little pergola area in between these new additions, which will have covered seating for the extended patio. Here's a good view looking at the north elevation. This would be the east elevation. Maybe too many trees in this rendering, kind of hiding the building. This would be the south elevation, and you can see here we have a covered patio area, stairs leading up to the balcony seating. It's partially has some railing there just to kind of break up the elevation a little bit. Here's the rear of the building where the trash and everything will be hidden behind. As you progress through these later images, it's basically the exact same design, but what we've done in these images is kind of highlighted the trim aspects with a different color of the exact same system. So it's less monochrome, but I think Mr. Sharma prefers the monochrome, and it's kind of a fad right now these days. More elevational views of the same, just with that different color scheme. We'll be doing stamped concrete patios at all the new areas. So here is our proposed site plan. We're not doing too much to it. The only thing that we're actually going to be taking away from the parking lot is on the north elevation existing, there are parking stalls that go right towards the building. So we would like to eliminate those existing parking stalls to increase the area from the building to the actual parking lot. And that will give us the room that we need for these covered patio areas, and less dangerous, in my opinion, for somebody to be pulling into a parking lot where they could, you know, jump a curb and run into a building. That reduced our parking slightly, but we still have, I believe, 115 parking spaces, which would accommodate, if I'm doing the math correctly with the village code, 345 seats inside. I don't think we'll quite get that many, but the parking lot would support a dining room capacity of that magnitude. And we're planning on radiating the corner there, kind of creating a bigger entrance area, patio area for people to wait for their table if there's a long wait, and making that more of an enjoyable exterior atmosphere that they can stand and wait around for their table before they go into the space. So they can check in, go back outside and enjoy the new landscaping, planters, water features and such.
The thought process is to create like a destination kind of restaurant, just not just off the street kind of restaurant, to draw the folks, that people are there who are looking for an experience, just not for the particularly food part of it. So the thought process to create this a very destined restaurant for people to visit, and just not the food part alone, just the interior and exterior also appeals to their, the taste kind of thing.
We are planning, excuse me, we are planning on a complete landscaping plan to go with our next presentation to the village. This is like a room.
Just the thought process is, we are just still debating as the chef comes in on the 28th. He'll have a lot more to say about how this all going to come together. And that is a very well-known chef. I have, I think, sent that information to Rick and Len also. That will bring his experience and the taste and the vision to this interior planning.
So what you're seeing right now is one of two examples that we've proposed to Mr. Sharma for the interior. But like he says, none of this has been approved
Finalized.
and will probably change quite a bit until you see it again.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Okay.
The last page here is just exterior elevations in 2D of what the structure will look like once remodeled.
Trustee Papantos and then Trustee Kruger.
Thank you. Keeping in mind that this is a concept review and basically a 30,000-foot elevation, you know, I don't want to get into too many details, but I live a block from there. So, I mean, it's faster to walk than it is to try to drive around in circles. So first of all, thank you for upgrading a building that, I still remember when it was Spaghetti Works. Okay, so that's like going back a whole lot of years that you don't even want to think about. You know, so it needs an upgrade and it looks very nice. Thank you. You're not really having a second story, you're just having an outside balcony?
That is correct. That's what we're proposing.
And people would, I mean, I know this is probably too detailed for a 30,000-foot overview, but people would have to get to the balcony from the outside?
Yes, we've created 2 exterior stairs that would lead people to those areas.
But it's only, are you going to serve food up there, or is it just drinks, or what?
The idea is to serve both.
Both, yeah.
Okay.
We've,
Yeah,
if there's one minor concern to the staff is of that, and we have addressed that, asked them to look into more of the ADA requirements of that.
So there are 2 exemptions in the 2018 Illinois Accessibility Act, Section 206.2.3, I believe, that would allow for just 2 stairs and no elevator to access these spaces because it is under 1,000 square feet, and it meets 3 of the other criteria, one being a 1-story structure with a basement, a 2-story structure without a basement, or a 2-story structure with a basement.
okay,
So-
and we'll let staff, I mean, that's way down the road. Yeah.
We do meet the criteria for the exemption in my interpretation of the code, and that's why we're continuing to show it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like the design, you know, seeing that corner every day, it needs something. It needs a facelift, you know, we've all aged, you know, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Trustee Papantos. Trustee Kruger, and then Trustee Rufato, did you want to say something?
Nope.
Just nodding, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Wilmot, Mr. Sharma. Thank you for your interest in Wheeling. I too wanted to ask about the stairs, and this may sound silly to you, but you do, this is, that is not covered. That terrace roof dining would not be covered, correct?
Actually, it's interesting you brought that up because Mr. Sharma mentioned to me while we were sitting here that he would like a trellis of some kind over those balconies, so that would
I'm
probably creep
thinking
into the
that
design.
you're less than a quarter mile away from Chicago Executive Airport. I don't know that Milwaukee Avenue is in the actual flight path, but I live pretty far from there in town, and I still hear planes. So I'm just wondering about the aesthetic and maybe just to toss that idea out there to put the bug in your ear. And like I said, based on the south elevation, you've got something here. I know enough about construction work to be dangerous, so forgive my question on new pre-manufactured metal pergola with roof louvers. Does that mean that you would be able to close those roofs if people are out there eating and the rain decides to come down?
That is correct. There are a few manufacturers out there today that have louvers, which you can operate. They open and close, so in case of bad weather, you can close them.
Super excited about that. I read that and went, oh my God, what a.
You can also have radiant heaters installed in these, ceiling fans, misters.
Wow.
It's just like everything
I don't know
else, all
about
the bells and
misters, it's not
whistles.
Arizona, but okay. But yeah, those are my two questions. I really do like the design and agree that restaurant needed a facelift, and this is
Well, thank you.
lifting the face pretty big, so,
Thank you.
great.
Thank you, Trustee Kruger. I think the concept of reopening the restaurant is a great idea. So, next, Mr. Svandilis, if there's no more questions.
I would ask for then a consensus vote with the following question.
Is the
Is the board in favor of the major site plan for 550 South Milwaukee Avenue? Yes or no?
Trustee Vogel,
Yes, very impressive.
Trustee Papantos,
Yes.
Trustee Vito,
Yes.
Trustee Lang,
Yes.
Trustee Kruger,
Yes,
Trustee Rafato.
Yes.
I am also a yes.
Great.
Good luck,
Thank
sir.
you very much. Appreciate your time. The boardroom looks great, and so do the trees
We've
outside.
been to many of these board places, but this is great.
Thank you.
All right, so I have to read all of them.
Yes.
13G, ordinance authorizing the levy and collection of taxes for the corporate and municipal purpose of the Village of Wheeling for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025 and ending December 31st, 2025. 13H, ordinance abating the 2025 tax levy requirements for the general obligation refunding bonds series 2020. 13I, ordinance abating the 2025 tax levy requirements for the general obligation corporate purpose bond series 2007. 13J, ordinance abating the 2025 tax levy requirements for the general obligation refunding bonds series 2021. 13K, ordinance adopting the Village of Wheeling's annual budget for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2026 and ending December 31st, 2026.
Thank you, Clerk Brady. Mr. Smith, this is you. It's all budget.
Thank you, President Horker. This is the annual property tax levy ordinance, followed by 3 related bond abatement ordinances, and then the village budget. The 2025 tax levy reflects a 2% increase over the prior year. The 3 abatement ordinances instruct the counties not to levy taxes for certain village debt service payments because the money is already available through other sources. In this case, the capital projects fund supports the first 2 bond ordinances, and then the third is supported by the water and sewer fund. Abatement ordinances are generally good news for residents and businesses because they mean those dollars do not have to be added to the tax levy. So this is like a credit against the tax levy if you're a resident. And then the proposed budget for fiscal year 2026 totals $123,742,610. When staff originally presented the proposed budget to the board in early November, the general fund reflected a surplus of $61,000. Since that time, we have adjusted the budget as detailed in the memo, mostly to add the 2% levy, the anticipated streaming tax revenue, and the additional ambulance revenue from the change to our rate structure for insurance companies to pay. The revised adjusted surplus for 2026 is $1.2 million. Happy to answer any questions about any of those ordinances.
Trustee Vito.
I have one. I should know this after 10 years, but it feels like we vote on this 3 times every year. What did we vote on before? And all I want to do is stay consistent because I didn't want the tax, but
Yeah, no problem. So in order for the public to be aware, we have to sort of set the table over a course of a certain number of meetings. And in addition to that, we have to give them time to come back and argue against. So if we were levying over 5%, there's even more rules that come into play. So in other words, we set the table in that 2 meetings ago, and in this meeting, we're enacting, we're making the final decision to levy the 2%. So you'd still vote the same way you did the first time, if that was your intention.
Yeah, but now it's broken down again into different things. Okay.
But the whole budget then would be K, adopting the Village of Wheeling's annual budget.
Correct.
The other stuff is just like,
Yeah, the first 4 is the levy itself, increasing the levy by 2%. Then the 3 following that abate the debt service payments so that we don't levy those dollars because they're supported by those other funds. And then the final one is approving the actual budget
Okay,
itself.
I got it. All right, thank you.
I had to learn it too after Michael left, so I'm right there with you.
any other questions? You got it?
I'm good.
Okay. So we're going to do these one at a time. Okay, I need a ordinance authorizing the levy and collection of taxes for the corporate and municipal purpose of the Village of Wheeling for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025 and ending December 31st, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Vogel, second. Trustee Papantos, roll call, please.
Trustee Vito?
No.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Rufato?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes. Need a motion abating the 2025 tax levy requirements for the general obligation refunding bond series 2020.
So moved.
Trustee Papantos, second. Is that Lang? Trustee Lang, roll call, please.
Trustee Rufato?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes. A motion abating the 2025 tax levy requirements for the general obligation corporate purpose bonds series 2007.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Krueger. Second.
Second.
Trustee Rufato was slightly quicker. Clerk Brady?
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Rufato?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes. I need a motion to abate the 2025 tax levy requirements for the general obligation refunding bonds, Series 2021.
So moved.
Motions, yeah, sorry, Trustee Papantos, second.
Second.
Trustee Vogel, roll call.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Rufato?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes, and finally, I need a motion adopting the Village of Wheeling annual budget for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2026 and ending December 31st, 2026. Motion?
So moved.
Second?
Motion, Trustee Vogel, second, Trustee Krueger. Roll call.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Rufato?
Yes.
Trustee Vito?
No.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes. That's all the money. And save some money. Official communications. This is our last meeting of the year. Thank all of you for sharing your year with us. This has been,
Did we want to approve the bills first, or?
what?
Or,
That's after official communications.
sorry, it doesn't come up that way on this.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
I'm going to do
Yeah,
it this way.
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
I figured. No, I just want to thank everybody for the dedication and the time spent serving the village. It's definitely been an interesting year. with everything that's taking place nationally and just the craziness. We live in a really wonderful village where we can all get along and we all contribute. And, you know, if you want to come here and be a part of what's going on, join our community. We'll do what we can to help you. And just thank you all for being a part of this. That's all I got. Anybody else? Trustee Papantos?
Thank you. I just want to wish everyone happy holidays. It's all coming up. We won't be back again until after the first of the year. And it's nice to see new faces in the audience, and thank you for participating and learning what's going on in our government. Too many times people come in and they voice their opinions, but they don't understand that there are laws to be followed and there's regulations, and we have to do everything legally. So thank you, and it's nice to see young people out here. You know, not all of us are, you know, some of us are aging, you know, and I'm speaking for myself and only for myself, okay? And Director Smith, thank you. You know, that budget is a lot of work. It can be certainly confusing at times as we're abating things and, you know, trying to get through it and you know, capital projects getting done, so it means a lot. And I also wanted to thank Public Works Director Kaup. You know, we had a lot of snow, we had a lot of cold weather, and, you know, the city is moving, and as someone mentioned, it looks beautiful here. So thank you. And to the Park District also, who did their property, you know, all the way through. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Trustee Papantos. Trustee Kruger, you wanted to say something?
I did. I too want to thank all of the citizens that took their time to leave their homes and come to their village and speak. It was inspiring. Unfortunate circumstances to bring all these new bodies into the village hall, but a lot of you have stayed, and it's welcoming to see new faces here and visit and stay and want to learn. And we're always here. You can find us online and send us emails and ask your questions throughout the year. We'll find some time to answer them for you. And then, of course, to staff, it was a good year, and it always, icing on the cake is to drive through town and see it look the way it does. So I want to thank all the staff for, and especially Public Works, for what they do. And the philanthropic things that our communities do, or our teams do. I think Police Department just had a Shop with the Cop event, and a coat drive, and, you know, just, we have a really good team with a very deep bench. So I think it's warranted to say thanks for the good year, Happy New Year ahead, happy and merry to the village, and that's it, thanks.
Thank you, Trustee Kruger. Trustee Rufato, you wanted to say something?
Yes, just very quickly. One of the questions, Trustee Papantos, you're falling down a little bit here. So Trustee Clicker, can you tell us when the Red Bottle is going to open?
When is it going to open?
What happened, Mayor?
Director Clicker or Trustee Clicker?
Well, Director Clicker, you know, I thought Mary would ask the question, but we didn't get it today.
Yes. They'd like to be open sooner than later, but they're hitting the same problems that everybody is hitting with supply chain problems and tariff impacts. I would anticipate shortly after the first of the year.
Okay, thank you. And happy holidays to everyone. That was it, sir. That was it.
Thank you, sir. If there are no other questions or comments, we still have to pay the bills for November 26th through December 10th of 2025. I need a motion to approve as presented.
So moved.
Motion, Trustee Papantos, second. Trustee Kruger, he's just going to wave and think I saw that, huh?
You jump up and down.
Yeah.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Rufato?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes, we have no other business for this evening, so for the final time of the year, I would like a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Trustee Rufato, second Trustee Kruger, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anybody wants to, you can sit here on your own. I'm going home.
All right.